For more on this, we are joined by attorney Brian Claypool. This is just such a sad story. The woman obviously loved her job. She was there for more than a decade, and now she gets fired for trying to do what I consider to be the right thing. Brian, does she have any recourse? Brian, you able to hear me?
Fortunately, under the law, John, she really doesn't have any legal recourse. Most employees are what are called at-will employees, which means they don't have a written contract. If you don't have a written employment contract, then an employer can fire you without any cause at all. As long as you're not a class protected under Title VII, right? For example, gender discrimination, racial discrimination, but none of that applies here. So she doesn't have any legal recourse against Lowe's. But look, the bigger issue to me is we're already living in uncivilized times. I'm out here in Los Angeles, New York City, with spineless prosecutors who don't go after crooks. And now we're going to have businesses that are telling employees that you shouldn't do the right thing. I mean, John, we need people to step up and try to stop criminals.
Yeah. Lululemon, there was a famous incident at a Lululemon store where the employees filmed customers, and this is the video. They filmed customers who were running out of the store with goods, and I believe that those employees were disciplined as well. It's a free-for-all in retail. These thieves take this stuff, then get on their computer and resell it for pennies on the dollar. And what are the retailers, what are the employees supposed to do, Brian?
Yeah, John, look, what's going to come next is more businesses leaving cities, right? Like in New York City, LA, San Francisco, these smash and grabs where people are just coming into stores and businesses and just taking whatever they want. Why? Because there are no ramifications, there are no consequences. And now we're adding another layer on that, which is, okay, I don't want my employees doing anything to stop this either. I mean, what are we headed for? We're living in a lawless society, people aren't safe, and businesses are going elsewhere. I mean, this idea that, oh, I don't want my employee to intervene because something else might happen, I mean, that's ludicrous. Don't you want your business to be safe? Don't you want laws enforced? I mean, this is headed for a real massive train wreck, John.
Yeah, there was a Home Depot employee, Blake Mose, who was shot to death trying to stop some shoplifters in the Bay Area of California earlier this year. I can understand why the stores want to keep their employees safe, but how do you just let people walk out with merchandise and not try to stop them?
Exactly, John. I mean, this is an extension of these radical liberal prosecutors that are getting elected into office that we need to get out of office. It has created this mantra that now businesses are being suckered into and being lured into, which is, let's not even have our employees go after these crooks. Look, the average folk in our country, John, they want to be governed by a moral fiber, by what's right. And that's what this lady did at Lowe's. It's what the guy that did at Lululemon. And that's what we have to get back to in our society.
I hope that some employer out there has a job waiting for Donna Hansbrough, because Lowe's fired her and she seems like a nice lady and she tried to do the right thing. Brian Claypool. Brian, thanks.
Yeah, you bet, John. Thank you.